Some say he's washed up, over the hill. And there are some who even dare say, I ain't scared of LeBron James. He's old. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Look, I think it's fair to warn you all that before watching this video, that I am a Lakers fan for life. I repeat, I am not a LeBron fan, but I'm also not a LeBron hater. So I'm going to try to give a fair and honest assessment of LeBron James's game at this stage in his career. Now, we all know that LeBron is 38 and will be turning 39 before the All-Star break of the next upcoming NBA season. Now, outside the game of basketball, LeBron James is still a relatively young man. But if we're being objectively honest, in terms of NBA basketball playing, he is really a senior citizen. Now, I know you LeBron James lovers are probably saying, so what? I mean, after all, LeBron is coming off one of his best seasons yet, and in some cases, even historical. I mean, in year 20, he's averaging 28, 8, and 6. Yes, that's 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Not bad for a 38-year-old, huh? Who am I kidding? That's not bad for a 28-year-old. When have we seen anyone this age ever do these things? The answer is never. And if we're being honest, every time LeBron James takes the court, it has the potential to be a record-setting performance for that reason alone. Look, I'm not here to tell you that LeBron James isn't still great or that his numbers don't look great on paper at the end of the game. But if we're purely being honest and objective, which I am, it's time to have an honest conversation on how much his numbers have an impact on a game. And yes, I said it, impact. Used as a verb in this case, meaning to have a strong impact on someone or something. And in this case, a professional basketball game. Case in point, LeBron James' stat line in Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals versus Denver was 40 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. 40, 10, and 9. Yes, a triple-double. Amazing, right? And you may say that that stat line alone almost breaks down my entire argument. I mean, it's a triple-double, or almost a triple-double. But to that, I would say that you're wrong. It actually helps to prove the point that I'm going to present to you during this video. By the way, thanks for tuning into the channel. I'm Anthony Simmons. I'm the host of this channel, Higher Heights, where we stand for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Look, if you're new to the channel, let me let you know what you can do to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because you definitely don't want to miss when I'm dropping content like this. With no further ado, let's get to it. If you saw this same stat line of 40, 10, and 9 from a LeBron James-led team in 2010, you could for sure bet the house that LeBron James' team came out on top. That's because in 2010, LeBron James' impact on the NBA game was absolutely massive and undeniable. See, there are a couple of factors that we must consider when we talk about the impact of a player's effect that he has on the game. And some of these factors go way beyond the realm of numbers. And the main factor that we want to focus on here today is the fear factor. I know you all can remember earlier this season when the media was in a frenzy over Mario Chalmers' comments when he said that no one actually feared LeBron. And while it does seem a little bit crazy if we're talking about 2010 LeBron, but to be honest, it's not far-fetched to say that in 2023, nobody really fears LeBron going off for 30, 35, or even 40 points. Why? Because anyone who knows the game of basketball will tell you it's not just about how many points, assists, rebounds, blocks, or steals you get in a game, but rather when you score and how you score that will have more of a direct impact on the outcome of a game. Case in point, it's for this reason everybody was so amazed and enamored at Lonnie Walker's performance against the Warriors in the conference semifinals. I mean, After all, he didn't lead the game in total points or get a triple-double or make a game-changing defensive play, but his performance in the fourth quarter and closing minutes of the game were so impactful that it literally changed the outcome of the game. Now take a look at this. Remember this version of LeBron? The faster, lighter, more aggressive LeBron? The put my head down and get to the rim every damn play if that's what it takes LeBron? The game-saving block LeBron? You know, before he became the chuck up a three at the most random times in the game LeBron? You see, that version of LeBron was definitely feared. And look, I get it. I know we live in a three-point era where everyone has the ability and the green light to shoot the three whenever and wherever you want to. But let's be honest, when LeBron does it, it seems like he's being lazy or tired or doesn't have the energy to put his head down and drive to the basket like he used to when he was younger. There were several times in the Denver series where a three-pointer from LeBron was not only unnecessary, but literally some of the worst shots that the Lakers could have taken given the situation that the Lakers were in. And no, I'm not going to be like most people and bring up LeBron's historical struggles with free throws in games and blame it on that. Because if I'm being honest, LeBron actually did quite well with his performance at the three-point line this postseason. Rather, that while I'll be the first to admit that LeBron actually does still have a lot to offer the game of basketball, he simply just does not have enough gas at the end of games to impact the outcome of the game like he used to. I mean, come on. As streaky and as inconsistent as Anthony Davis is, it is definitely more impactful when Anthony Davis drops 40 for the Lakers than it is for the Lakers when LeBron does. Okay, so now that we discussed all that, you might be saying, higher heights, what's the answer? And I'm about to tell you. But first, if you haven't subbed, hit the sub, hit the like. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. You know I'm working hard to produce quality content. My subscribers are jumping up every day. Don't miss out on the movement. Get that done for me. Now, am I saying that it's time for LeBron James to hang it up or retire?
No.
But I do have a very simple solution that might, however, seem a little bit crazy, but I haven't heard anybody in sports media or the new media even be bold enough to whimper about. And it's this: LeBron James should come off of the bench.
Come off of the bench. Come off of the bench.
Now, before you dismiss this idea as crazy, or call up the crazy house or loony bin to have me submit it, hear me out, please. You all know that we are witnessing an era where players are taking games off even when they are healthy and hiding under the blanket of load management. And as LeBron James continues to age, we are literally watching before our eyes Father Time have an impact on the once indestructible king of basketball. And season by season, there's a constant narrative of saving LeBron for the postseason. So I'm simply suggesting that instead of starting LeBron and playing him 40 plus minutes or even 35, why not simply reduce him to a 6-man role of a minimum of 26 minutes per game to a maximum of 35 minutes per game? And yes, I know players have egos, and it's almost inconceivable to ask a player like LeBron James to do something like this. But what if we get really objective and take a second to think of all the benefits it would have on the closing years of LeBron James's career? What would it look like if LeBron James played reduced minutes off the bench? It would, 1, reduce wear and tear on his aging body. 2, it would increase the amount of games that LeBron James would be available during the season. And 3, save him for critical points and times in games where his stats and numbers would have a profound impact on the outcome of a game. Now, I know there are those that are going to say, another point is, that would make it hard for LeBron James to come off the bench now is, are you really going to pay LeBron James $44 million to come off the bench? And the answer is no. Now, please don't get it wrong. I'm all about players getting the bag. But let's be honest, at this point in his career, LeBron James is a billionaire mogul. And he has things set up off the court alone that have his great-great-great-grandchildren set up for generational wealth. And isn't it LeBron James that also himself said that he only plays the game at this stage in his career to win championships? Anything else is a failure? And we all know that LeBron James is at this point really just buying time in order to welcome his son Bronny James into the game and play with him, which will be another historical moment for LeBron James. So if LeBron James would simply take a pay cut, it would free up the Lakers to not only re-sign key players that they currently had during this season's run, but to also make a big move in the offseason to acquire a big name free agent that can log heavier minutes and have a greater impact on the game as a starter. Oh, and I thought of another thing that would be a benefit. If LeBron James would take a reduced role and come off the bench as a sixth man, it would allow him to do yet another accomplishment that he hasn't done. Because if LeBron James was realistically able to accept a role coming off a bench, he would for damn sure be the sixth man of the year for at least the next 2 years if you really think about it, with the numbers he's able to still get at his age. This move would lastly also allow him to age gracefully in a more controlled manner and exit the game in a more controlled manner, rather than us have to sit here and watch one of our legends decline and have less of an impact from year to year until it's almost crazy and hurtful to watch. So while I know what I said may sound a little out of there or a little crazy to some people, but realistically, I feel like this would be such a drastic move that it would throw the NBA in shambles next year. Think about a team that would have Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and another key big name free agent, also surrounded by what they really need is some spot up shooters, some people who could rebound and play roles, and have LeBron James coming off the bench for you, leading your second unit. That would really be crazy and an unthinkable move. Hey, yo, tell me what you think. Do you think it's crazy to think that LeBron James should be thinking in year 21, come off the bench? Do you think that it would help the Lakers? Until next time, y'all be blessed.